Hi, this is Bill Stevens along with Steve Matchett. We're standing next to a piece of sports car royalty, a 1966 Ford GT40 Mark II Lightweight, one of only 3 on planet Earth. Alan Mann, a Brit, was the manager of the Shelby American team that won the World GT Championship in 1965 with the Shelby Cobras. Carroll Shelby moved from the Cobra operation over to the GT40 operation in 1966. Alan Mann said, you know, there's probably some life left in these Mark I's. I think I'd like to make some improvements to them. So he took 2 of those cars, the Mark I's, and he made them lighter, and he played with the suspension a little bit and decided he'd go racing with them.
And one of the ground rules of trying to produce a better race car, all cars, doesn't matter what formula, whether it's Formula One or Le Mans racing, endurance racing, sprint racing, rally racing, all cars are too heavy. So you've got to make them lighter. Weight makes a slow car. They worked very hard on this car build to put a lot of composite materials around the car, an aluminum roof on it as well to lower the weight further. Not only does it make the car a lightweight chassis, but also taking away a lot of the weight on the top means that the center of gravity is closer to the track, and that improves the nimble handling of the car as well. So it's a twofold win. You combine that with more powerful engine, putting the 427 in the car. Again, more horsepower, lighter weight car, you're really going in the right direction.
Yeah, an interesting thing about this car also is that Carroll Shelby shop built this car.
Yeah.
Alan Mann took the first 2 couple of cars that were commissioned as lightweights, and then the rest of them, the first one went to Shelby, the 3rd one, and they completed the operation. Ronnie Spain, the noted GT40 historian, says this is probably the most original Mark II in existence. And there are other ones out there. In fact, the Shelby American collection has one in it. The Simeone Museum has one as well, and Miles Collier. So these cars are very valuable, obviously, and very collectible.
To me, Bill, it strikes me it's one of those cars that is pivotal in the racing story of the GT40. It's a perfect example of why this car forms part of the Apex collection. We say it over and over again. It's collectability, it's desirability, it's originality. If you've got it, keep it. If you need to restore it, sure, do that. But this car is so perfect in its original form, and so much of it is original, that anyone that is interested in the GT40 story not only knows of the car, of course they do, but boy, oh boy, will they want to get hold of it.
Oh yeah. Now, I'd like to talk a little bit about the color scheme on this. It's the Victory Red with the white stripes. Now, this is the 1966 GT40 Mark II. You'll remember in 1967, a GT40 won the 24 Hours of Le Mans with this same color scheme driven by Dan Gurney and A.J. Foyt. And look at this.
Yes.
We've got the Dan Gurney bubble here on the door, even though Dan Gurney didn't race this car.
Yeah. Needs to be there because GT40, the idea was it was, take the name from it, 40 inches high. Again, you want to keep the car as low as possible. But for those taller drivers, well, there's nowhere for the helmet to go inside the cockpit. You've got to give them room to move. Bill, what we see here is a remarkable piece of automotive engineering. It has a very significant place in the history of the Ford GT40 project. Who wants the car? We all want the car, but when you look at the particular customer base who's likely to want this, tell me about them.
That's an easy question to answer. Anybody who owns this car is going to have ultimate bragging rights when it comes to GT40s.
Yeah.
Every single book that will ever be written or ever has been written about those great years of the Ford GT40 and all of those endurance races are going to find this car in that book, and maybe with a picture or 2 as well. And you might remember, Steve, that this was during the Ford Total Performance campaign of the 1960s, and this car became a very important part of the Total Performance promotion, as Ford took it all over the country to promote the fact that they were pretty much the company to beat in high-performance endurance racing. The other thing is, when will another Mark II lightweight come to the marketplace? We don't know, but the experts think it'll be a long time before another one is available to another lucky owner. It's hard to find words that accurately describe the importance of this car. Monumental, magnificent, you can pick the word. So, if you can come down to Kissimmee, Florida, January 6th through the 18th, Osceola Heritage Park, you'll see this car go up for sale at Mecum, Kissimmee. And if you can't be there, of course you can see all the action live on ESPN+.